Hey everyone, let's talk about M3GAN. Yeah, M3GAN. So they've been teasing this for a long time. Blumhouse, who has been on a winning streak for a long time. That company just knows what they're producing and they make some really great content. And M3GAN was one of the best marketed films of this year. I know it's January, but what I'm saying is if you were to look at a list of the films being marketed right now, M3GAN might be the best one. There was promotions at big events. They were all over social media. There was a push for M3GAN. And then the movie comes out this year, right in like the perfect time for a movie like this. If it dropped at the Halloween season, it doesn't have the impact. When it comes out right now, in a clear-cut January where it has legs to move, everyone would have seen Avatar by now. You can do M3GAN some work. This movie's awesome. I love M3GAN. This was such a strong movie, a strong effort from a studio, a great creative push. Let's get it out of the way. I gotta talk about Akilah Cooper for a second. She also wrote *Malignant*, which is such a strong script, such a fun movie that knew exactly what it was doing. It had such a strong creative tone. She is also going to be working on the *Nun* sequel, which I'm excited for that now. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first *Nun* movie, but hell, I'll check that one out because she is crushing it. And the script for M3GAN is so cool. I love when a horror movie can, one, be marketed for all audiences because it is a PG-13 movie, and two, knows exactly the tone it wants to be. It's not trying to be over dramatic. It's not trying to have some deep message. Hey, toys are scary. That's a cool concept. So M3GAN, if you don't know, is the story of this robot that is built by this woman who is working at like a toy company. And her niece loses her parents, and she's like, well, I've been working on this thing that could be like the next level of artificial intelligence and Barbie, so I'm going to create this doll. It's going to help her get out of her funk and understand her trauma and all that stuff. And then it turns evil trying to protect this woman. It's a brilliant script. I love that. The story is simple. You understand it very easily. Like, okay, we all know what we're watching. We know the doll's going to be bad, so there's already like the built-in expectation, so you don't have to try too hard to change the narrative or hide things. We know where we're going. So it's like, okay, let's just get into it. The doll starts off good. The kills escalate to a higher and higher status. The way we're all feeling the tension escalates higher and higher. It does it so perfectly and effortlessly. The part of this movie that really stuck with me, the thing you don't see a lot is just like the corporate machinations of the toy industry. You can look behind me and you can see I understand the toy industry. I am a consumer. I am a collector. The way that this movie gives you distinctive scenes where it's like, hey, we have to convince toy creators and toy executives, like, we have to put money into this thing because it's going to change the game. And then there's another specific scene where it's like, hey, these are my collectible toys. Don't touch them. Please don't look at them. Please just keep that away. And it's so fun. There's literally a scene in this movie, without spoiling what happens, not that there's many spoilers to this, there's literally a scene in this movie where our main character has to unbox a vintage toy, and she's just like, yeah, it's fine, whatever, it's just fine. And then she just like rips the packaging, and everybody who's a toy collector just feels that moment just hurting so much. It's intense. And look, it's not complicated. It does do the trauma story. You know, it's okay to feel these feelings, teaching kids these certain elements of how to deal with stuff and process certain things. It does that all easy, and that's fine because that's not the point of this movie. You understand that's where the message is going to go. You understand that's where we had to get this going anyways. So that's not the issue. We're all aware that's where we're going. So that's fine. What really works is just like the tension that is being built up in every scene. We're all waiting for the pin to drop. It does it in such beautiful, creative efforts. And look, it's something that is very hard to do, especially in today's climate, is make an iconic character. I don't even mean like, hey, we're putting like an iconic comic book character on the big screen, like a fully original character that is iconic on their own right. It is hard to make that today. M3GAN makes it look effortless. It's like, okay, we just need a really weird rubber face that doesn't look human, big blue eyes, and a blonde wig, and dress her up in the weirdest outfit ever. And you nailed it. And then from there, it's just the perfect combination of The body doesn't move perfectly human. The head just moves slightly differently. The arms move slightly different. The weird mechanical nature to her voice, where it's just breaking up every couple of stutters. The way her eyes can move in and out. Just the quiet nature of like, this is a robot. This is a machine. And we're seeing an icon be formed because M3GAN is iconic. It is such a good performance. And I know they actually hired some children actors to play that role. I believe it was even a TikTok star that did like the voice for it. Unbelievable performance from that child actor. The movements of the robot when it's just standing still, when it is chasing you, when it is scaring you, when it is broken and defeated. It's insane. And it looks so good. And it moves so good. And I'm just blown away because it's like one of those things where you know everybody involved in the process of this, from the smallest person working on the set to the highest studio executive, they knew what they were doing when it came to M3GAN. We're not making film history. We're making a machine that wants to kill people that are trying to scare a little girl. We're going to kill those people with our weird robot doll, and then boom, the doll turns evil. We have to fight the doll. We all get that. Everyone gets that. And it, like, in today's climate where everything's like on the cloud, so to speak, it plays with that theme really well. I know there's a lot of like people out there like, it's kind of hard to write stories in today's climate because everything could be solved with a cell phone. Well, I think this year, 2022, and the beginning of this year have proven you can tell stories in the modern day that feel like they are still genre pieces. And that's really cool to say. Really cool to see as well. M3GAN was perfect. Every detail worked. Was the acting the best? Maybe not, but it served what it needed to do. It's the perfect release for this month and this climate where we need the palate cleanser, where it's like we had so much intense shit. Here's just a good story about people who like toys making a scary toy, and then boom, a beautiful performance from the actor playing the toy. Like, it's breathtaking. M3GAN is perfect. It is iconic. It is strong. One of the greatest films and one of the greatest film experiences I have had in a very long time. When you are with an audience who knows what we're doing, when everybody is in on the joke, we're all reacting to the same beats, the same moments that happen, the same in-depth focuses on certain items. We're like, oh yeah, this is where we're going. You love that and you feel that. And that is what happened with M3GAN. I will be singing the praises of this film all year. It is the year of M3GAN. All hail M3GAN. This is her year to reign. We will all be submitting to her wishes because she is queen. She is going to slay forever. And M3GAN is a great film. And Akilah Cooper is a name you need to keep an eye out for because she clearly is making some of the best scripts in Hollywood. So M3GAN, I am going to give an 8 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.